Hey guys, it's Squid. Welcome back to the channel. It's my usual What the F Wednesday where we don't have a plan and anything goes. This is where we just talk and the chat derails me. So today's been a crazy day. Well, not really. It's been a lot of get stuff done in the house. And I just realized that I have like no lip balm on and it sucks. So we're going to fix that real quick. Mm. Today is the first day that actually feels like fall. It's like 60 degrees outside, very low humidity. It's freaking amazing and I love it. Spawn Trooper is live like right now and I'm like watching his chat and he's like did I send you a link and I'm doing my show. Like y'all are free. Oh, Yoda, hey. Just stopping to say hello and go back to sleep. I have the flu. Oh my goodness. Now I know why I haven't heard from you because you've felt like death. I hope you feel better soon. Don't give it to Uncle Frank. Keep Uncle Frank out of the illness. We don't need him getting sick. Oh, and message me when you're better. Oh my goodness. Hey Flash fan, thanks for doing what you do. You are awesome as usual. And I need to Flashman sent me documents from a new case, not a new case, it's the Shanna Gardner case. I don't know much about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover it on streams, but um I will do a section on my Discord where people can talk about it and I'll drop documents for it. Also, I I forgot this morning, but the link to and I need to put it in my normal links, and for some reason, like, it's been eluding me to actually, like, put it in my links. Um, so, I'm going to put it in the chat now. I usually put it in my, like, I have not a spreadsheet, but for those of you who have iPhone, you know the Notes app. Well, when I get a new link, I put it in my Notes app because it crosses over from, iPad to iPhone to computer, and I don't have to enter things twice. So when I'm on my phone, I have easy access to links, and when I'm on my computer, I have easy access to links. And for some reason, I keep forgetting to add it, and I say every time that I need to add it, and I keep forgetting to do it because that's just how I operate lately. Is a whole lot of I should do something, but not a whole lot of I actually did something. So I have to find my streamer links. How is everybody doing today? Discord. There we go. Now it's in my streamer links, and I will not forget. And thank you, Unhung Hero, for that $2 super chat. Lurking today, work is crazy. It seems like ever since last Tuesday, it has not, no. Hey, David, I hope this is gonna be a not anger stream. Yeah. Well, I've done rants, but not a lot of my rants aren't like anger rants. They're just um it's just one of those things. I'm in the process of doing research for two different streams. And one stream, I'm not sure if it's or one topic, I'm not sure if it's going to be a live stream or if I'm going to attempt at Flash fan. You're on the wrong account to ask me that question. Switch it up. I just want to say I turned away due to hearing loss. It was not me having the post. And you know what? And some people, it's like I've realized that, like, maybe when I was like 19, 20, I would have been like, you're lazy or you're this or you're that. But I was also gung ho and um but now it's like it's for some people and it's not for others, and some people couldn't get it. Like my mom couldn't get into the Air Force because she had flat feet. Like, flat feet sounds like the dumbest reason to not get in, but you know what? Back in the day, it was a it was a thing. Secretary of Defense. Ooh, do you want a link? Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Let me do Discord. Up. There you go. Come on in. And hey, David Nelson. We're just getting it with the Davids today. Brandon Herrera for ATF. I'm not gonna be upset about that pick. I woke up on this side of the dirt. Well, that's good to see you. Hey, Jane's Jungle Safari. Hello, this is my first time watching you. Well, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Not now. I'm at work. Okay. Let me know what you're tomorrow. I'm gonna start. So tomorrow night we do a politics stream. I don't. For those of you who are new, I don't do a. You have to believe what I believe just because I believe this. I present people with evidence. I present people with facts. We try to get through all the what the media is telling us and somewhere in there find the truth. Whatever that may be, good, bad, ugly, it is what it is. But we get to the truth. So I and I will ask people how to do that. I will ask someone smarter than me. Usually Gabby is the person in Discord that she is like my Discord angel. She does everything. If you see something done in Discord, there was a 99.9% chance it was her. So I will ask her if that's possible or how to do it. Hey, you're back. So tomorrow we usually do it Thursday nights at 8:30. Now that the freaking election's over and the dust has settled, we are going to take a deep dive into breaking down what our bureaucrats are supposed to be doing. Because everybody knows well, maybe not everybody knows, there's 15 spots in a cabinet, secretary of this, secretary of that, secretary of this. But what do they actually do? Like, what are all their job responsibilities? What departments do they oversee? And how do we hold them? How do we make sure that we hold them accountable? One step in making sure they are accountable is to make sure we know what they do. So we're going to be doing that probably an hour and a half, little civics lesson, but we're going to be talking about these. We might find out departments in the government that we didn't even know existed. It's a very real possibility because having been a government employee at one time, there is a crap ton of waste. Any vet can tell you that there is a crap ton of wasted money. Things get wasted so easily. It's not even like it just happens every day. Things get wasted. So we might find out some new information and new people, and the best way to hold people accountable is to know what they do. So after we get through that, we will be taking a deep dive onto each one of President Trump nominees for these different positions. Find out the good, bad, the ugly, and discuss what we think of them. I don't care if it's a Democrat politician or a Republican politician. I don't give a crap. It's time to hold everybody's feet to the fire. Yeah, so far we've gotten, and I'm just going to my my notes app again because we were watching a video yesterday as they were being reported, and I was writing them down. So right now we have Michael Waltz as National Security Advisor. The only thing I know about him is he was a National Guard Green Beret. So, hey Marcy, how are you? And Debbie, I'm retired from the Postal Service and wasteful spending is ridiculous. It doesn't matter what department it is. Yeah. And when everybody tells me, well, when I hear someone on TV say that there, or someone on Twitter, or say there's no wasteful spending and like there's nothing that needs to be cut. It's one, tell me you've never worked for the government without telling me, and two, are you benefiting from this wasted money? Because I know that with a smaller government becomes less government employees, which is going to make some people very unhappy. And I understand that, the possibility of you losing your job, because at the end of the day, your job might be useless. I mean, I hate to be that blunt, but at the end of the day, with the way the government spends money, your job might be useless. I wouldn't recommend anyone join the military today. Probably wouldn't have if I'd known back in 2007 what I know today. U.S. is far too bloated and cavalier with service members' lives. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Smaller government will be great. Yes. At the end of the day, I just want people to leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave my family alone. Like, personal accountability needs to be number one. And then, government control. Like, it's, yeah, and I'm all for making the world a more peaceful place and leaving the world better than you found it. However, we do not need to be the world's police when we have so much damn shit like going on here. We have so many problems here. Why are we worried about other places? And why are we worried about other places when we have problems here? Hey, Batman. I am Batman. Ugh. I don't know. It's one of those things of like, it's just, when I worked on planes and we paid back in 2007-ish, 2006, we paid, if you looked up the costs of plane parts, so for something about the diameter of a Celsius can, and this one's empty, and about half the height, $700. I'm pretty sure someone could have made that in their garage for like 100, if that. But it's everybody's got to get their little cut. It's just how it works. Yes, war is a big business and makes a lot of people rich. And I'm not cool with people getting rich off of other people's demise. Let's put it that way. Yes, they are. However, they're not. They are. They're more expensive than they could be. Like the people who say, okay, so Trump had said something about, well, it's not about Liz Cheney, and the mainstream media was like he was trying to say, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I have written down, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to do a deep dive or say something that wasn't true. So apparently I've been a topic of conversation again that I'm getting involved now. It's like, no, ladies and gentlemen, I am not getting involved. They dragged me into it, and if they're going to drag me into it and talk about me, I might as well give them something to talk about. So, but I am taking it from I'm not dragging anybody down. I am reporting on the facts, the documents, and the medical facts. So I might do a deep dive into that little girl's condition. I will never name her name because she is not. Okay, and I need to find that out for sure. Is it a tube or a port? Because, well, I'll do a deep dive into it, and because I feel like it's not being managed appropriately, but I'm wondering why. Is it because they just don't have the resources? I mean, because from what I understand, and I will do a deep dive into it, but from what I understand, from what I've seen so far, it can be managed with diet. But here's the thing, if you don't have the money for a diet, oh no, it's fine. It's fine. And I think that's one of the things that gets confused. Because if you say a medication tube, um, yeah, I already have done a little bit. I did when I first, like when the grudge judge and stuff was there. But I think when people like a port, it gets confused to people. So when, like, say you say port or you said a medication tube, you meant port, just different terminology when someone hears it, and then someone who works in the medical field hears it in the like tube. The only tubes are, so like it's just a difference in, and it also could be a difference in someone in the US calls it something and someone in the UK calls it something different. So it's all, that stuff. But I'm going to be doing a deep dive, and it will be what she has and how it can be managed. It will not be in the it will not be attacking Lynette as a parent. It will just be, why isn't it being managed, and can it be managed better? It's not yeah, it's diet controlled, but here's my thing. I have to look exactly what protein it is, what foods, what supplements, and are they something that you can get at the grocery store, or is it something that needs to be supplemented that's expensive, and when you don't have the, not calling Lynette poor, but just based on what they what just based on what they the pictures I've seen, they don't seem like they're made of money. So, yes, and that too. But that's why I'm going to research it, because I don't like, for people who have known me since I started the channel, I like receipts, and I also don't like conjecture and opinion when low lysine and tryptophan. Okay. So, but I will do more research. Flash fan, that's because I made the chat subscribers only. And in order for the haters to come in, especially that one, they have to subscribe. And I have a list of my subscribers. So it's easier to track. Plus, he might get a gifted membership, and I don't think he was too happy about that. You never know. But I like to do my research, and especially since I worked in healthcare for 6 years, my degree is in the healthcare field. I like to read peer-reviewed articles, do research, Yeah, is it a port or a tube? Because there's a difference, and there's also a difference between where it goes. But I would actually like to talk to Lynette about that. I wouldn't be opposed to actually sitting down with her and discussing things. Like, because I'm curious. And this is not a judge, that would not be a judgment. That would be a curiosity. It's got me. Like, see, and that's the thing where I think when people on the hater channels get me confused with other things. I don't care about opinions. You can like me, you can hate me, you can do whatever you want. One, you don't attack my child. And secondly, you just I like to come with facts, and I like to ask people on all sides questions. And that's why I invited Bruce here. He still hasn't emailed me, and I doubt he ever will. But like, I just have questions on why people do the things they do. I am very, very close when I go back, if I ever go back to school, to a minor in psychology. I love psychology. I love the way things, like, I love the why. I was always that kid that asked why, which I'm really not looking forward to that from Baby Squid, because I know it annoyed my parents. And hey, Toxic Orchid, how are you? Ugh. So I was always that kid that asked why, but I have to know why people do the things they do. Yep, and I did post it. I think I forgot to pin it though. So let me see if I can go back and pin it. Oh no, I can't. I'll have to drop it again. I dropped it, but I forgot to pin it. There we go. Now it should be pinned. There. So, yeah, I was a why kid. Why? I always had to know why my parents did things. Like it, to almost to a fault. Like, why are you punishing me? Why are you punishing me like that? Why did you choose to ground me for so it's you know, I have only heard she has a feeding tube. Hi Mama Lost, how are you? Uh, so I've heard different things, and I think I'm gonna go with if this is what she, because who knows at this point. But all I know is feeding tube or medication port, you need to keep that clean, and it needs to be flushed and cleaned out. And if you don't properly manage it, it could lead to an infection, which could be not good. And it's purely out of like, I don't know, I'm not in the house, I'm not speculating, I'm using the facts that I have. The pictures of the house that were taken by the police just looked a little sus as far as cleanliness, and video, not video from, well, yeah, video from the wildlife, the fishing game, basically the game warden, and like her own voice. So what she has said. So I, not conjecture, not opinion, just facts. So it's it is one of those things. And Duncan, Idaho, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. They went to David Green, Marcy Collins, Squishy, for my guys, and Shannon Davis. Appreciate it. Uh, so, Mini's good. Oh, and I will be, yeah, no reason for all the hate. Like, no reason. Like, I'm not saying one side is more hateful than the other, but it just seems like when you threaten people, that's not a very nice thing to do. You threaten people because they have a different opinion than you. I don't, everybody can agree to disagree. Like, you might not, like, I might tell you my house is a disaster, and you might look at it and go, that's not a disaster to me. It just looks lived in. So it's kind of, but that's kind of going to be one of my things, because I'm like, if y'all are going to talk about me, I might as well give you something to talk about. And y'all are, like, I wasn't involved until they started talking about me. When they started talking about me, Gabby just created a Shanna Gardner channel in Discord. Thank you, Gabby, as always. She's on top of it. I'm slow. Discord's still like, I like Discord better than locals. Although I do like locals because it's I like locals in the sense like I can lock down posts and make it like members only kind of thing. But it's easy to drop documents and make different channels and things in Discord. So I wish Discord had a like a membership thing, kind of like locals does. I thought I heard somebody. We are playing with our dinosaur. You can do that in Discord too. I don't know. Like, I have to ask some people, because like Gabby, the people that have their own channels, it's like it, I don't know that much. Hi, Angel. Are you gonna read a book? Nope. Okay. Bye. Oh, thank you. Gabby is helping me. Flash fans helping me. I appreciate all the help I can get, because Lord knows I need it. There's just so much in Discord that it's like, I just don't know what to do with it. Like, and that's why I have a content ideas or like channel ideas, because y'all tell me what you want to see and or you want in there and we will make it happen, but I'm not that creative. So like, only chat as the gavel drops. No, 16 about current cases. I have to write that down because if I don't write stuff down, I forget. But hi, Angel. So that's Saturday. Sweet. I might do movie nights in Discord. It all depends on its family. Oh, are you all right, baby? We have our dining room table is the bar height or counter height, and she's tall enough now where she tries to like run under it and she runs into it. Like, I was Navy and I worked in aviation electronics, so I'm not creative either. My channel is small. Well, what do you do on your channel? Because my channel is small too. My channel used to be smaller. Like, I went to open up YouTube Studio and I had like over 1,100 subscribers, and I'm like, how the hell did that happen? Like, how and why? I'm not complaining, but why? Yeah, and see, like, I don't see, and this is how little I knew or cared about this case. I don't really know the timeline of the signs, what they'd said. Like, I don't know, like, who wrote them, who claims, like, that was never something that, like, appealed to me. Like, your hobby was Army from 77 or 74 to 77, Navy from 81 to 84. Tell him thank you for his service. High Squid, new subscriber from the Fox Den. I love the Fox Den. The Fox Den is where I got my YouTube start. It's actually Megan's and Flux's fault, because I was a mod in Megan's channel, and then Flux invited me on her Fluxing Around stream, and yeah, then here we are, like 8 months later. I don't know. I started this. This was my first like show. Is what the F Wednesday, because I'm like, let's just talk about whatever, not actually have a structured thing, just have a conversation. Accuse Jeremy of being PDF file and rapist. I see, and it's like I cannot like people, but if I don't like people, I just don't talk to them. Like, I just don't understand why people act sometimes the way they act. Like, I just don't, like, will you go out of your way? You'll be sad on whole Otter Creek. Exactly. However, when the whole Otter Creek drama goes away, some channels will disappear too because they have nothing else to talk about. Just saying. I want a guest spot on your show. All right. I can send you a link now. Like, and I know people are disgruntled, and like somebody hurts your feelings and you feel the need to get revenge. Trust me, I feel that all the time. But it's like when people say that I'm not petty, I'm like, if you only knew, I am the queen of petty. Ask Mr. Squid. I am the absolute queen of petty. I will get back at people just because. Like, you pissed me off 3 weeks ago on a Tuesday at 1:15 p.m. and I'll get back. Delayed gratification. I won't get back at you now. I'll get back at you every Tuesday at 1:15 p.m. for the next 2 months. I'll set an alarm to make your life a living, not good place every week. that's how I roll. See, and I never subscribed to them before. Like, I didn't even know who Jeremy Hales was. I still never talk to Jeremy Hales. When I say hi to him in a chat, he never responds to me. So, like, you know, you know, I just don't understand why people go out of their way to be a pain in the butt for no reason. Like, I have a reason. It might be, yeah, I love petty revenge. I love petty revenge. Petty revenge is chef's kiss. However, like, I don't tell anybody. It's called Move in the Shadows. You don't talk crap on a podcast directly to people. For anybody who needs my email address, it is on my channel page, but here it is. There's my channel email. Okay, that makes me feel better. I did email him once as screenshot to Leo. I didn't know there was an actual principle behind it. I just an eye for an eye. And I'm kind of one of those, if you insult me, I'm like, most of the time, I'm like, whatever, you're dumb. You don't matter. Like, your opinion. Like, personally, I think it was funny when people started talking about me, where people are like, she's unhinged, or she's this and she's that. It's like, I don't know who you are. Like, I didn't know who you were 5 minutes ago, or someone like puts in my comments, I'm unsubscribing. Okay, considering 5 seconds ago I didn't know who you were. Yeah. Okay. Only time we read chats is only live on Sunday night. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. Nothing personal. Thanks. I guess I'm just the type, I love interacting with my chat. Like, and that's why I do this show on Wednesdays, is because this is just me interacting with my chat. Like, we don't really have anything scheduled. I don't have anything to read. This is just me where I get to spend an hour and a half just talking about what you want to. Yeah. I'm like, well, when I went home, when my grandfather died and I went back to Wisconsin for a couple weeks, I was going to stop by my old work, and the person I was texting was like, we're really busy, and she was like, the person I was talking to was like, a certain person still works or is working today, so you might not want to stop by because of the bad blood. And I'm like, bad blood? I'm like, I haven't worked there in 4 years, and apparently I still get brought up at how I made this person uncomfortable. Like, or I was, whatever. This person was codependent with her husband, but that's beside the story. But like, I lived rent free in this person's head for 4 years. I couldn't even remember this chick's name. Like, I had to actually think about it. I had to actually think about it when this person told me. I was like, huh? Because I mean, well, when someone's weak-minded, it doesn't take much to call somebody mean. Milwaukee area. So, yeah. But going back to Island's comment, it is weird for people to talk about you when you have no idea who they are. And like, people still send me screenshots, and I had to tell people, like, don't send me screenshots, because one, it doesn't matter to me. Like, if they don't involve baby squid, I don't care. Like, I don't care. If it's not a threat, like the people who were threatening to call CPS on me, that upset me, because you took a stupid YouTube neighbor dispute. Because at the end of the day, okay, I'm going to sound really rude with this, but at the end of the day, the only people that this actually involves are Jeremy and George, Lynette and John, and the little girl. Because she's involved in everything, because she's not old enough to take care of herself. So at the end of the day, this doesn't involve any of us, yet people are still making it so damn personal, like they're best friends with people. Like, this doesn't involve you. Why are you getting involved? Like, it's 9 line. You know 9 Line Apparel? Well, this side. So, like, you're from. Hey, Cynthia, how are you? You're from Waukegan. I go to Waukegan go through Waukegan every time I have to go home. You should talk to one of my mods, Hung Hero. He's lurking, but he's not here. He's from around that area. Y'all are neighbors. Yeah, yeah. It's like that's right. Like it at the end of the day, the only people that the only people that this involves are the 5 of them. At the end of the day, everybody on every podcast on YouTube doesn't at the end of the day, we still go to sleep at night, and this has nothing to do. This does not impact our lives. So why are people taking it so personally? See, and that's the thing. I I am not the like there's enough drama in the real world where I don't need like drama TV, drama YouTube. Don't if you watch the trials that I pay attention to, like there's enough drama in the real world that we don't need drama, extra drama. Like why do so many people when trolling get personal? Because they try to hurt people. That's it. Because they didn't grow up in the words don't hurt. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. The only thing it's like you talk about my daughter and you talk about my parenting skills and you threaten to call CPS. That's where it got personal. That's the only thing. So it was like, yeah, they act like that on YouTube, at school, at church, at store, at work. Those who stir the shit pot should have to lick the spoon. That is true. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Flash fan, I know they got to you, but there's a reason they got to you. And the reason that they got to you was not because they said she's a shitty person, you're talking to her. They gave you a racial slur and a death threat. All because of hurting people like to hurt people. Yeah. I don't know. You know what we talking about? Anything and everything. This is just what the F Wednesdays are pretty much like whatever the F comes up. Now that I'm monetized, I can't really say the F part. But oh yes. I did find out who it is. And for those of you that are new here, my mods are my friends. I consider my mods like family. I talk to my mods outside of YouTube. Some of them I text every day. So for someone to attack my mods, you're attacking me. And if my mods get offended, I will go attack dogs.